coming up on Hot Shots.
There's nothing like the adrenaline rush that we feel when we get in that box and you're competing against the best shooters in the world head to head. I need this extra juice, this extra adrenaline. It's going to push me to that next level.
I give up a second or two to Jerry, and I need to do that right here. I needed those points.
3 of the best shooters on earth.
I've won just about every competition there ever was.
Mic'd up and behind the scenes.
This is what I've always dreamt of being.
This is total access to shooting's biggest star.
Ready to go make some racket.
The Hot Shots. It might have the sexiest name in all the shooting sports. And in the last 8 years, no one has dominated the World Speed Shooting Championship like Max Michel and Casey Eusebio. Casey first won this event, also known as the Steel Challenge, when he was just 15. Since then, he's added 3 more titles, including last year's, which made Casey the first shooter to win this championship 4 times. It's an achievement Max had desperately wanted for himself.
Losing last year, after having the opportunity to go out there and perform and win, be the first person to hold up the cup for 4 times. Congrats, dude. I had my chance, and it kills me thinking about it each and every day, and I'm one of those guys that it sticks with.
More than redemption is on the line today. Max is coming off a win at the Pro-Am, which is the season's first major championship. A win here would be the second jewel of pistol shooting's Triple Crown.
It's never been done before, but I'm always looking for opportunities to be that guy that is the first in anything that I do.
Match time is fast approaching. Final preparations are underway. And for a final boost of confidence, Max turns to his latest lucky charm. The gun lube he's now a perfect 3-0 with.
I've never been too superstitious of a guy, but I gotta tell you, I mean, ever since I started using this Italian gun grease here, IGG, it's been a winning formula, let's just say. Put a little bit more on there just for old time's sake and a little bit of superstition as well. I'd rather be lucky any day than good.
He'll need every advantage he can get. The world's best shooters are here, and beating them all is the only outcome he'll accept.
I'm trying to mentally prepare myself for what's getting ready to happen for this entire day, and I have the adrenaline rushing, you know, I've got the butterflies. I'm nervous at this point, and if you're not, you're probably not ready to win this match either.
All right, 4116, let's clear your rifle.
They're the unsung heroes of every shooting match.
Okay, the range is clear. Hand me your rifle, we'll make ready with a handgun. Shooters ready, stand by.
The ones who man every stage from sunup to sundown. The ones who keep hundreds of shooters safe and on time. So when a range officer demands that a squad made up of some of the world's best shooters wait on him to have his lunch, nobody puts up a fight.
You couldn't do it without them. When you really get down to it, the match could not happen without guys out there doing this. And, you know, we just roll in and shoot a stage. We're in and out of there in an hour. These guys are stuck there for like 3 days.
Most of them volunteer their time to come out and do this for the love of the sport. Look, man, I love these guys. I've been an RO before, and it's probably the most thankless job you've ever had. I've been shooting forever, and I have nothing but respect for them.
After lunch, it's back to the business of shooting.
This is a rifle, handgun, or shotgun stage.
This is the Rockcastle Pro-Am in Park City, Kentucky, and it's day 2 of a rare open division showdown between Jerry Miculek and Clint Upchurch. Just over halfway through the match, Clint has a slight lead, and Jerry is trying to shake off his subpar performance from the last stage.
First stage, I had some mental garbage going on there. I got in a real bad shooting position and didn't want to work myself out of it. I thought I could handle it. I should have just regrouped and took the 5 seconds it took to do it. But I tried to struggle through it, and it really drugged me down. I got real frustrated real quick. I'm a little bit on edge, a little tired. It's been a long month, so coming in kind of ragged, and it's showing in my shooting. My head game is just not strong. So not a good excuse, but it's just doing a little mental errors, you know, add up really quick, makes you frustrated.
Stage 6 is another opportunity for Clint to take advantage.
I look at this thing and I go, okay, you know, you shoot through these on the move, you get to this position, you got some long-range rifle that's actually up the hill, the position isn't that good, work your way through that. Transition to the pistol, they give you an option for the pistol or the shotgun. I'm gonna go with the pistol and burn it up.
Eye and ear protection, everyone.
Jerry will shoot first.
Just let me know when you're ready.
All right.
The shooter ready?
Yeah.
Shooter's ready. Stand by. You are finished. Unload and show clear. Okay, slide down, hammer holster.
Starting to wake up. This morning was rough. It's going a little better.
From what I see, he didn't leave much meat on the bone. You know, he didn't really struggle anywhere. He made it through, no equipment problems or anything like that. So, you know, that's one of those runs that you kind of look at it and just go, you're pretty much just going to match that. You're probably not going to gain a lot of ground over that run.
Hot Shots is presented by Cheaper Than Dirt, America's ultimate shooting sports discounter, and sponsored by Daniel Defense, lighter, stronger, better. Mossberg and the 930 JM Pro, the official shotgun of Jerry Miculek. Colt, champion three-gunner Clint Upchurch shoots the Colt CCR Pro. And by Freedom Munitions. Freedom starts here. Hot Shots proudly support the National Rifle Association. We'll even pay $10 of your new or renewing NRA membership when you sign up through HotShotsTV.net. The first of Steel Challenge's 8 stages of fire is Accelerator, with its 2 targets at 10 yards, 2 at 20, and stop plate at 15. The shooters get 5 runs on each stage, and their 4 best times are added up to give them their score. Fair or not, 2006 champ J.J. Racaza is up first.
Nothing's fair in this world. If you think it's fair, I think you're already behind the curve, so you kind of got to fight through it. I lost this fight this time.
2011 champion B.J. Norris actually has an excuse if he wants it. He's being forced to use his limited division gun against the highly modified race guns of the open division.
I think I just wore it out. You know, I've had the same gun for quite a number of years. That's the gun that won the championship for me back a couple years ago. So, you know, it's just after about 250,000 rounds on a gun, and it wants to stop shooting for some reason.
Clear, clear, hammer down, holster.
The defending champ is next in the box.
Are you ready? Stand by. If you're finished, unload show clear, clear, hammer down, holster.
It's not the start Casey Eusebio was hoping for.
It feels like there's a big target on my back and people are just gunning for me, but you know, I like it. It gives me something to strive for, and it's never easy being the defender.
A year after his crushing loss, Max Michel steps into the box and does all he can to control his nerves.
If you're out there and you're just, you know, your heartbeat is relaxed, well then you probably don't want to be there, and you're probably going to have a performance that's going to show that. So I need to feel this the way I feel right now. I need this extra juice, this extra motivation, this extra, you know, adrenaline that's going to push me to that next level to get past a guy like KC's caliber.
Are you ready? Stand by. finished, unload, show clear. If clear, hammer down, holster.
Nerve-wracking. My hands are shaking like crazy. You know, I've been shooting competitively for 20 years now, over 20 years. Been shooting this sport for over 13 years, and I mean, there's nothing like the adrenaline rush that we feel when we get in that box and you're competing against the best shooters in the world, head-to-head. And that's way better than I expected. That's probably either a new world record or very close to it, and it's just the first stage, so we're just getting warmed up and we keep hitting the plates.
It is, in fact, a new world record. Max is off to the kind of start a shooter dreams about, but there are still 7 stages to go.
It's hard to do that all throughout the day, you know, having the nerves running through, and Max competing against each other all year round, so we're used to it, but even though we still get a little nervous once we step into that box.
As if the course of fire isn't challenging enough, Mother Nature has decided to throw in some obstacles of her own at stage 6 of the AR-15.com Rockcastle Pro-Am in Kentucky.
I was down there on that last position shooting the paper, and then all of a sudden I noticed some wings about right here on the handguard. One of those butterflies decided it needed to make a home.
But in this game, distractions are a little more than excuses. Clint Upchurch has just watched Jerry Michalek post a hard-to-beat time, which gives Clint little margin for error if he wants to stay in the race.
Let me know when you're ready, Clint. What? Shooter's ready. Stand by. Which one? Right?
Yeah, close one.
All right. Hit it! Hit it! You're finished. Unload and show clear. All right, slide down, hammer holster. Time. Smoke and run.
Oh, man, it was so shaky, though.
Clint might not have liked it, but his time is better than Jerry's by half a second. It's the kind of run he needed to maintain his lead.
I picked up about a second on Jerry on that stage, which, you know, doesn't sound like much, but you got to take every point you can get.
In frost-proof Florida, Max Michel has just set a world record on his opening stage and is looking for more as the Super Squad arrives at Pendulum. Max is up first, always mindful of Pendulum's 2 outside plates at 18 yards, which stood a foot higher than the pair on the inside.
The targets are just far enough out to where you can't quite get that raw speed, and you know, they have height changes to them, so you're trying to bring the gun down and over, so your longest transition is going from small plate to small plate.
Are you ready? Stand by.
I didn't shoot it very good at all. It's tough, you know, and sometimes the plates look a little small, sometimes they look a little big, and it's just one of those stages that I'm glad it's over.
Casey Eusebio is up next. And after watching Max Michel set a world record on accelerator, Casey sets one of his own. It's the perfect rebound from his rough start.
Sometimes I get them and sometimes I don't.
And with more than half the match to go, Max's path to a 4th World Speed Shooting Championship has just gotten a lot bumpier.
Casey struggled early on, and I felt like maybe this is going to be my chance to come away with my 4th cup. But I mean, he turns in a performance like a world record run on Pendulum. I mean, that just shows me that Casey's here to stick around, and this is going to be anybody's ball game.
Today's ultimate performance, presented by Cheaper Than Dirt, is from Lena Michalek at the 2012 IPSC World Shotgun Championship in Hungary. In spite of it being her first ever shotgun competition, Jerry's then 17-year-old daughter showed the maturity of a veteran as she rode her Mossberg 930 JM to a world championship, and of course, the family bragging rights that went with it. Lena Michalek with today's ultimate performance, presented by Cheaper Than Dirt, America's ultimate shooting sports discount.
It's done!
Keep shooting the bullets. He'll keep buying them.
Even at major matches such as the Rockcastle Pro-Am, pro shooters are always accessible.
Good deal. Good to have you here. You gonna shoot with us next year?
And always willing to help out a fellow competitor.
There you go.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You can pull either leg, it'll open.
With the chain?
Yeah.
Thanks, Jerry.
Don't knock all the good out of it.
Matt Smith is new to the three-gun game. And when he realized he'd forgotten his bipod, who else but the greatest shooter of all time was there to help him out?
That's a lifesaver. That could have really thrown my match off. It found its way out of my range bag, and Jerry was nice enough to help me out. This is probably the second big match I've shot, and it's a real honor getting to shoot with these guys. And there's a few guys that have real integrity, and Jerry's one of them. And he's it's a privilege to shoot with him, and it's a good way to learn.
Appreciate you coming out and watching.
Oh yeah.
You ought to come shoot with us.
There were just 2 stages to go in the open division showdown between Jerry and Colt's Clint Upchurch. Jerry will again be trying to cut into Clint's lead as he's first to step to the line on stage 7.
There were a lot of places that do very simple mistakes, and on a short stage of fire like that, time was very critical, and it didn't allow you to do anything silly, or it's going to bury you right there.
Stand by.
It's another rock-solid run from the Louisiana legend.
I was really happy the way it went. The prone went really good for me. That shooting position is not the way I would have normally set up. I was really happy the way the prone went. So the handgun went good, the prone went good, the door opened well. All in all, it was a very good performance for me.
Didn't really have any problems. Everything looked pretty smooth, got all the hits, and come out of there with the fastest time of the match so far.
Clint is again tasked with being almost perfect just to keep pace.
Stand by.
It's a run Clint can't help but be happy with, but he still loses 6 points to Jerry, who wins the stage.
Well, I'll tell you what, I thought I was going hard. It felt like it was going good. I was real tense. You know, I could tell just some of the transitions of the gun seemed like it was all over the place when I was shooting. give up a second or two to Jerry, and I didn't need to do that right here. I needed those points. You know, if I could have just stayed even with him, I'd been in good position, but I just gave up some. So we'll see tomorrow. We got one to go, and I'm afraid that's probably going to decide it. So we'll see. We'll see who can man up and get it done tomorrow.